We're just over 4 hours away from the return of Jimmy Kimmel Live to the airwaves tonight, if we still call it the airwaves. I guess we do. The late-night host is back less than a week after ABC pulled the show indefinitely last week. His suspension by the broadcaster and his parent company, Disney, generating a huge public backlash.
I haven't seen a poll yet, but I think if you asked Americans if the president should be dictating what TV hosts can and can't say, you'd get about 3% positive and
97% negative.
Kimmel's suspension came in response to comments the host made about the political reaction to the murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The move was considered by many in the public as overreach by the head of the broadcast regulator, the FCC, and by the Trump administration. But while Kimmel's show will return tonight, it won't be seen on quite a few ABC affiliate stations who have chosen not to air it. Journalist Steve Futterman is outside the theater in Los Angeles, where tonight's show is being taped. And Steve, what do we know about Kimmel's first show back?
Well, Ian, it's about to begin taping. If they're going according to schedule, it should begin taping in the next 5 or 10 minutes. It's right behind me at the El Capitan Theater Complex. That's where Jimmy Kimmel tapes his show. Now, the guest tonight will be Sarah McLachlan. Now, she has been very supportive of Jimmy Kimmel, and she refused an event for her Lilith Fair documentary, which is connected with Disney and ABC, in protest to what has been done to Jimmy Kimmel. So she will be a very supportive guest tonight. Now, for the last hour, members of the audience who are going to be inside the theater tonight have been arriving to my left here. They have been arriving with the tickets. They have to have their IDs checked to make sure that the person who has the right ticket. And we talked to a few of them about attending this this show that's going to get lots of attention.
Oh, they can't do that to him. That's terrible that they would try to cancel him. But, it's maybe a big misunderstanding about what he actually said or meant what he said, I think.
We were actually just pretty disappointed that the show got canceled, but now we're pretty happy that he's back.
Now, last night, the late-night talk show hosts, it's a small fraternity. They were celebrating the return. You heard Seth Meyers earlier. This was Stephen Colbert telling his audience that the Jimmy Kimmel show would be back, and you can hear their reaction. Very glad. Take a listen.
This is wonderful news for my dear friend Jimmy and his amazing staff. They continue the show. You know, I'm so happy for them. Plus, now that Jimmy's not being canceled, I get to enjoy this again.
And of course, the Emmy that he won a couple of weeks ago. Now, yesterday behind me, there was a rally with a couple hundred people. This move to suspend Jimmy Kimmel has really galvanized a lot of people in the entertainment industry. They are very upset by what happened. Now, when ABC announced he was coming back, they explained why they suspended him. ABC said in a statement that Jimmy Kimmel's comments had inflamed an already tense situation, and they were a bit critical of his comments. They said his comments were insensitive and ill-timed, but they also said they had spoken with Kimmel and felt it was okay for him to come back. Now, one of those speaking at yesterday's rally was the U.S. Congresswoman who represents this area in Hollywood, Laura Friedman, and after Donald Trump. Take a listen.
Our First Amendment, our right to free speech, is under attack. So let us call this what it is. It is an attempt at blatant government censorship. Donald Trump said maybe their licenses should be taken away. He's talking about broadcast networks, and he's not talking about taking away anyone's license because of profanity or threats of violence. It's because of political speech that he doesn't like.
Show, if it's on schedule, often it isn't. If it's on schedule, should begin taping in the next few minutes right behind me.
Yeah, it's incredible to think that is probably about to go on, as you say, in the studio behind you, Steve. Now, ABC Network has brought back the show, but not every ABC station is going to be carrying it. Take us through that.
Well, a significant number of ABC stations. There are two major ownership broadcast groups in the U.S. One is called Nexstar, the other is called Sinclair, and they own individual stations. Between the two groups, they own around 60 affiliates of ABC, a bit more than 60 affiliates of ABC, and those two broadcast groups say they are not going to air the Jimmy Kimmel show. They're not ruling it out totally, but they say for the moment. So it seems like they may want to just wait a bit and see what happens tonight. Now, Jimmy Kimmel, we do expect he will make a somewhat of a conciliatory statement tonight. I've been told that from on the program. It'll be a conciliatory statement. At the same time, we don't think Jimmy Kimmel is going to abandon his comedic independence. He has been a very in-your-face comic for many years. That's one of the reasons for his success. I think he may also try to explain to people the role of comedy in America, the historic role of comedy in America. So that will be very interesting to see what he has to say. And ironically, Ian, remember last week when he was suspended, Donald Trump sort of took a verbal, vocal victory lap saying that Jimmy Kimmel's show is low-rated, he's not talented. Well, ironically, because of all this, probably tonight, the Jimmy Kimmel Show will have its highest ratings ever. It will not be a low-rated show tonight, not even close.
Yeah, and this is one of the most important moments in American television in a long time. Steve Futterman, live in Los Angeles. Thank you so much.